Good morning students and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the previous video we have discussed about the plant tissues, the first type of plant tissues, that is the meristematic tissues. And now today we are going to discuss about the second type of plant tissues, which is called as the permanent tissues. In the previous video I have already told you basic definition for the permanent tissues, that the meristematic tissues, I told you that they are the dividing cells, they are having the dividing cells, okay, but the permanent tissues, they have lost their ability to divide, okay. So let us go in details about the permanent tissues. Permanent tissues can basically be of two types: simple permanent tissue and the complex permanent tissue, okay. They are named so because in simple permanent tissue there are only single type of cells or one kind of cells, okay. That's why the simple permanent tissue, we can note that in the structure the cells are all of homogeneous type. Homogeneous type means, homo means same, all the cells are of the similar type in the simple permanent tissue, okay. But in the complex permanent tissue the structure is heterogeneous, means they are made up of different types of cells or different components of cells are there in the complex permanent tissue, okay. First of all we will learn about the simple permanent tissue and later we will move to the complex permanent tissue. First of all, the functions of the simple permanent tissue, okay. So the functions, they are very simple structure, and that's why they have simple functions. They can store some items, okay, they store the food. Like the simple permanent tissue, the first kind is parenchyma. Second one is collenchyma, and the third one is sclerenchyma. These are the three kinds of simple permanent tissue, okay. So they are simple because they are having homogeneous structure, they are having all similar kind of cells, and their basic function is protection of the plant body from the external environment, and second thing, they give the strength and mechanical support to the plant body. Third thing, they may also store some things like the parenchyma, it always stores the food for the plant, okay. Let me show you a diagram for making you clear the homogeneous structure of simple permanent tissues, okay. Here as we can see, all the cells are oval or spherical in structure, okay. So this kind of cells are found in the homogeneous tissues or in the simple permanent tissues, okay. But in the complex permanent tissues we can see different kinds of elements, okay. Like there will be elongated structures, there will be vesicular structures or cylindrical structures, okay. Different kinds of structures are found in the heterogeneous or complex permanent tissues, okay. So now let us move to the kinds of simple permanent tissue in a little bit details. As I said, there are three kinds: parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So first let us learn about the parenchyma tissue, okay. The parenchyma tissue, the structure, it is usually we can say that the parenchyma is always living, okay. It has all the living cells within it, and the cells are oval, round, they may be oval or round, or they may be also different kinds like polygonal, elongated, कुछ भी shape हो सकता है. But remember, if in one kind of parenchyma, if the cells are oval, all the cells will be oval there because it is homogeneous. If in one kind of parenchyma there are round shaped cells, then all the cells will be there of the round shapes, okay, like that. Here the cells having thin wall are present, okay, the cells are having thin cell walls, okay. Next, also again same thing, the dense cytoplasm will be here. In a simple type of tissue always there are dense cytoplasm will be there. Next, there will be a single nucleus and a vacuole will be there, okay. A single nucleus will be there and also a vacuole will be there, mainly for storage purpose, and they may or may not have spaces in between the cells. If they are having spaces, there will be very little spaces, okay. The spaces between the cells will be very little, but they may not have spaces at some cases also. Okay. Their location, they are found in the body, they are found in the plant body or lower plant parts. Okay, and they are also found in the soft organs of the plants. They will be found in the storage organs. They will be found in the leaf. Okay, the leaf, the second layer of the leaf beneath the epidermis, beneath the outer layer, it is the parenchymatous tissue only. Okay, and the cells here are very loosely packed, we can say, because very loosely packed cells are there. They are spaced apart from each other. Okay, that's why there is may or may not spaces between the cells. Spaces होगा तो it will be loosely packed. नहीं है तो no, fine. Okay. Then location हुआ. I told you they will be found in the soft parts. They will be found in the leaves. Let us go to the functions. Okay. In functions, as I told you, they will be storing के साथ साथ it will also assimilate. In digestion process in humans, you have learned about the assimilation of food. Similarly, the plants also do the assimilation of food getting energy, and that is done within the parenchyma tissue. Okay, they store and assimilate the food. Together with the food, they can also store the waste products. The waste products, until and unless they are not excreted out of the cell or out of the plant body, they will be stored in the parenchymatous tissues. Okay, the waste products may include the gum, resins, latex, etc. Okay, these are all the waste products which the plants excrete out through their stem or through the leaf. Okay, and next function, they provide mechanical strength. They will provide the mechanical strength or support to the plant parts or plant body. Okay, mechanical strength. Another, they will also form the fundamental organs or tissues. जो plants के fundamental organs या जो दूसरे type के tissues होते हैं वो उसको बनाने में help करेंगे. Parenchyma के cells जो होते हैं, they will form the different fundamental tissues or organs of the plant. Okay. Another thing, they will be active in cell division. Okay, the parenchymatous tissues, they are active always in the cell division process. That's why they are also helping in healing and repairing of different organs or tissues. जो भी damage हो जाता है उसको ये healing and repair कर पाएंगे because they are active in cell division. Okay, so parenchyma को हम basically दो भाग में बांट पाएंगे. If the parenchyma is having chlorophyll within this, then it is known as chlorenchyma. Okay. If the parenchyma is having chlorophyll within it, then it is known as chlorenchyma. And another thing, if it is having air spaces between it, then it will be known as parenchyma. Okay, if it is having air spaces between it, then it is called as parenchyma. Simply the names may suggest the meaning. Chlorophyll bearing parenchyma cells, chlorenchyma, and having air spaces, it is known as parenchyma. Okay. So these are the basic structure, function and location of parenchymatous tissue. Second, we will move to the collenchyma. The collenchyma is also having the living cells, okay, but these are not so much softer. Okay, the collenchyma cells, the cells within the collenchyma tissue, they are not so softer as compared to the parenchyma. Parenchyma में softer रहते हैं for storage purpose, but these are not so soft. They are having a thickened walls. Suppose this is a collenchyma cell. Okay, at the corners कुछ जगह पे क्या होगा, ऐसे thick रहेगा ये. Okay, that is thick due to the presence of a specific structure called pectin or lignin. Okay, there could be pectin present, there could be lignin present, which gives them a thick appearance at some parts of the cell. Okay, they are thickened at the corners usually. Okay, they are located below the epidermis. Epidermis is the outermost layer. Okay, so they are located below the epidermis within the plant body. Okay, they do not have very little intercellular space. They do not have intercellular space. Okay, and this means that there is no gap between the cells. Okay, the cells are very closely packed here. Parenchyma में loosely packed था, here it will be closely packed or densely packed. Okay, this type of cells have chloroplasts in them. Okay, chloroplast is that organelle in plant cells which are having the chlorophyll, which is responsible for building the food in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, and their main function is to provide flexibility to the plant parts. Okay, the newly growing stems from newly forming branches, they are all flexible when they are new. Okay, that is due to the presence of collenchyma in them. Okay, so that the plants can bend without breaking. Okay, location, they may be present at the peripheral parts. Peripheral parts means the boundary parts. Okay, and they can also be present along the stem axis or along the roots axis also. Okay, they will be present at the petioles or leaf stalk. Okay, स्टेम का वो हिस्सा या ब्रांच का वो हिस्सा जहां से नया लीफ ग्रो कर पाएगा, दैट इज नोन एज द लीफ स्टॉक और द पेटियोल रीजन. ओके, उस हर जगह पे collenchyma टिश्यूज पाए जाते हैं. ओके, again the functioning the same, mechanical support. Collenchyma gives mechanical support because flexibility is there due to collenchyma, so that's also a kind of mechanical support to the plant. It provides elasticity. Okay, this you can write in the functions. It provides elasticity and mechanical support. Then the collenchyma cells, as they are bearing the chloroplast, so they can manufacture the sugars and starch. Okay, photosynthesis करके वो लोग sugar and starch manufacture करके रख सकते हैं. Okay, so on the basis of thickening and arrangement of the collenchyma cells also, there could be different kinds of collenchyma tissue. Okay, on the basis of thickening of the cell wall and arrangement of cells, there are different kinds of collenchyma. Okay, but that's not our concern right now. We will move to the third type of tissue, that is sclerenchyma. Okay, right now अभी तक हमने जितने भी टिश्यूज पढ़े in the simple permanent tissue, they were of living type, but this is the one which is a dead tissue. Okay, the husk of the coconut, नारियल का जो ऊपर का छिलका होता है, that is formed by the sclerenchyma tissue. Okay, that is completely dead. Okay, the sclerenchyma tissue, the structure, the cells will be dead here. All the cells of the sclerenchyma are dead. Okay, and they do not have protoplasm. As you know from the cell chapter, that protoplasm is the living component of the cell. So this kind of cells do not have any protoplasm in them. Okay, the cells here are long and narrow, and they are very very thick due to their lignin. Okay, or the cell wall is said to be lignified because of the presence of the compound called lignin, जिसकी वजह से उसका cell wall बहुत thick हो जाएगा. Okay, मोटा हो जाएगा. Okay, due to lignin, the cell wall is thickened and also it becomes hard. Okay, hardening of the cell wall is done due to the presence of lignin. Okay, then the walls are so thick that they can form pits. Okay, there at some times there will be pits formed. Pits means छोटे छोटे गड्ढे हो जाते हैं. Okay, pits are oblique thin areas in the cell walls. Okay, there will be oblique thin areas in the cell walls which will be present in only the sclerenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma के टिश्यू के cells में ये देखने को मिलेंगे. Okay, remember mostly it is dead. Next, the location, the longest cells in the plants like the hard coverings of the seed. Okay, location part में ये लिखेंगे hard covering of the seeds. Okay, as I also said, the husk of the coconut is completely sclerenchyma. Then the jute, hemp, and the wood fibers, all these are made up of sclerenchyma. Okay, jute, hemp, and the wood fibers, all these are dead, and these are the sclerenchyma. Okay, function again same thing, mechanical support. It will provide mechanical support to the plant parts, and it will make the plant part very very stiff. Okay, mechanical support and stiffening, कड़क बनाना. Okay, very hard, stiff कर देना plant parts. Okay, these are the basic functions of the sclerenchymatous tissues. Okay, another term you will come to know about is sclerates. Sclerates are special type of sclerenchyma tissue. Okay, how they are specialized? Because these are very short and isodiametric. Unlike the parenchyma, they are also isodiametric. Here these are also isodiametric, which means this will be of all the same size and structure. Okay, and the cells will be developed in hard seeds, as I said. They could be present in the phloem, they could be present in the cortex region, they could be present in the pitch of the plant. Pitch is the central part of the plant. Okay, and they will be later known as the stone cells. इनको बाद में stone cells बोल के बोला गया because of the hard coverings of the seeds. Okay, they are found in the hard coverings of the seeds, and many fruits like the guava or the pear also, they have this sclerates. Okay, and these cells do not have any definite shape, but they are isodiametric. Okay, so this was all about the simple type of permanent tissue. Permanent tissue simple में तीन चाहिए, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now we will move to the complex permanent tissue. The second type of permanent tissue or complex permanent tissue. Okay, these are known as complex because these are having heterogeneous structures, which means more than one type of cells or cell structures are present in the complex permanent tissue. And basically the complex permanent tissue is of two types, xylem and phloem. Okay, both this xylem and phloem are conducting tissues or vascular tissues. Okay, vascular या conducting tissues बोलते हैं इनको because they help in conduction of different materials in the plant body. You might be knowing the xylem helps in the conduction of water and minerals, and the phloem helps in the conduction of food particles. Okay. Complex permanent structure, they are generally the mature cells. Okay, they are bearing the mature cells. As these are complex, they need to be mature. Okay, this is the structure, and they are also made up of different types of cells. That's why they are known as the complex permanent tissue. Okay, and another thing, they do not divide. Here also they do not divide. Okay, so here as I said, different kinds of cells are made, so they will be dissimilar in structure. Okay, dissimilar shape and size of the cells will be seen, and they are heterogeneous as said. Okay, and they help in transportation of prepared food and water in the plant bodies. Okay, so first of all we will learn in a little bit detail of xylem tissue. Okay, both the xylem and phloem are made up of four different kinds of components. The xylem is made up of xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma, tracheids and vessels. These are the four different components of a xylem tissue. Okay, most of the cells in the xylem are dead except the parenchyma, which is a living. Okay, parenchyma cells जो होते हैं xylem में वो living होते हैं, बाकी तीनों जो structure है वो dead components कहलाते हैं. Okay, it is a kind of conductive tissue, hence it will conduct water and minerals. The function of xylem is to conduct water and minerals, usually from the roots to the tip. Okay, from the roots the water and mineral will be carried to the leaf against the gravity. That's the function of xylem. Okay, and why the leaf require the water and mineral? To carry the basic function, that's called photosynthesis. Okay, so location, as I can say, the xylem is centrally located within the plant parts. The xylem are centrally located in the periphery of the pits. They are located. Okay, and they could be present in the veins of the leaves because they need to supply water to the leaves, so they will be present in the veins of the leaf. Okay, basically these two इन दोनों जगह पे हमें xylem देखने को मिल सकता है. Their functions, the two structures called the tracheids and vessels, they help in conducting the water. Okay, the tracheids and vessels, they are tubular structures, they are cylindrical tube-like structures. Okay, this kind of structures are there. Okay, so these structures, tracheids and vessels, they help in conducting the water and minerals from the roots to upwards up to the leaf. Okay, and the xylem parenchyma, since it is living, it stores the food and it continuously supply the energy. Okay, the xylem other parts which are dead but they are functioning, so they will be requiring energy, and that energy will be provided by the stored food in the living parenchyma which surrounds the tracheids and vessels. Okay, and the xylem fibers, they are made for mechanical support. Okay, fibers are made for mechanical support. Okay, this much about the xylem. Remember, they conduct water and mineral, and most of the components of xylem are dead except the parenchyma which is living, and it is living to store the food to supply energy to the xylem while it is functioning. Okay, the second permanent complex is the phloem. As opposite to xylem, it conducts the food. Okay. Another one thing I forget in xylem, that the xylem has only unidirectional flow. Okay, xylem can move the water and minerals in one direction, that is from downward to upward. But in phloem, there is a bidirectional movement of the food particles. Okay, it is also another conductive tissue, and it consists of also 4 elements. Okay, here there are the sieve tubes, companion cells, and the rest two are same, the fibers and the parenchyma. Okay, these are the 4 components of the phloem. Here in phloem, maximum of the components are living except the fibers. These are the dead components of the phloem. Okay, maximum are living, sieve tubes, companion cells and parenchyma are living, and the fibers are dead. Here these are maximum living because they need to conduct the food particles, and food particles cannot be conducted in the dead tissues or dead cells. That is why maximum of the component of phloem are living except the fibers which are dead. Again, fibers are there to give the mechanical support. Okay, the location, centrally located in the plant body, as the xylem is also centrally located. The phloem is just located at the periphery of the xylem. From the pith part, if we look at the plant tissue, the cut section of the plant tissue, this will be the pith part, the central part. Then there will be a layer of xylem first. Okay, इसमें जो cells रहेंगे वो xylem रहेंगे. Then there will be the cortex region, and ठीक उसके बाहर में phloem part रहेगा. Okay, this is how the structure of the internal parts of the plant is. Okay, I will provide you the diagrams later on. So this was just for explanation purpose. Okay, so what are the functions of the phloem? Translocation of food molecules. Okay, the food materials will be translocated from the leaves to the different parts of the body. Okay, it will transport the food from leaf to the different parts of the body. Another thing, it conducts the material in both the direction, upwards and downward directions. Okay, these two types of tissues, as I earlier mentioned, that these are combinedly known as the vascular tissues or the conducting tissues. Okay, and they are also combinedly known as the vascular bundle. Okay, because they both are present just एक दूसरे के ऊपर नीचे ही रहते हैं. That's why they are together known as the vascular bundle. Okay, so students, this was all about the permanent tissues. There are two types of tissues in permanent, as I said, simple and complex. The simple tissues is divided into parenchyma, parenchyma and sclerenchyma, and the complex tissues are divided into xylem and the phloem. Remember, as we have already discussed, the plant cells, they will combine to form the plant tissues. Then the plant tissues will combine to form the plant tissue system. The tissue system will form the plant's organs, and the organs will form the plant body. Remember, there is no organ system level of organization in plant body as compared to the animals. Okay, so to end this video, let me tell you about one more thing. Some of the specialized functions performed by such systems. Okay, जो system हमारा tissue system है जो plant में, some specialized functions are protection, conduction, secretion, and giving support, and last one is the organ formation. Okay, Again I am repeating: protection, conduction, support, secretion and organ formation. So these are the different functions. Okay. Lastly, the system of tissues that perform the protection function is called the protective tissue, about which we will be discussing in the next video. Okay. Thank you.